That's kind of the transfer portal situations now these days and everything you have to go through with it.
It's like anything else that has changed over the years. It's changed spring recruiting in a lot of ways. You just adjust. Obviously, in the market, we've had some success. Just keep plugging away.
You got Chris heading off to the draft. What kind of special players is he going to be for an NBA team next year?
Yeah, I've talked to a lot of NBA teams in the last couple of weeks about him. Obviously, they're very interested and feel confident he'll go in the first round, and I'm thrilled for him. He's as complete a player as I think you're going to find, not only in terms of ability and skill set, but character and maturity. I think he's going to be a consistent player for a long time in that league.
Fran, with lower seeds getting to the Final Four this year, do you think that's good for college basketball?
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, when I look at the NCAA tournament, anything that happens to me is, okay, that's what happened. You can't predict it. You have more and more teams now that are signing guys that are 22 and 23 years old. You have rosters being completely rebuilt. When I say that, doesn't mean you bring 3 guys in and 3 guys leave. It's 8 guys leave and 9 guys come in. So it's just completely changed college basketball. And I think you look at some programs have a rather large salary cap, essentially. And they can buy a team. And so it's just completely different. I think how you view how teams have success and how coaches have success.
Along those lines, how much do you think NIL is impacting these
Well, that's
kids'
what it is.
decisions?
It's all NIL.
Has that sped up the calendar as far as your off-season calendar? And is that really, I guess, how much has that sort of disrupted
There is no
you?
off-season calendar. You're right. I mean, there just isn't one. You just keep going. Recruiting never ends, and you're hopeful that you don't have a lot of turnover on your own roster, so you don't have to go in and get a ton of guys. We had 2 guys leave, and we're going to sign 1 or 2, and be thrilled with the guys that are still here.
Fran, I've talked to a couple people behind the scenes, and they've repeatedly told me that being a mid-major coach might be the worst gig in sports right now. I'm just curious what your kind of assessment of that is.
I think it's the same thing. You have to change how you do business. You build for 2 years, you're a junior college coach, and they're going to leave if they're good. The thing that I think is really bad is that there are agents actually shopping mid-major players before they go in the portal, convincing them to go in the portal, and that's disgraceful. And that should have been seen by the NCAA. They just screwed this thing up completely. And now they have to try to fix it. They're not going to be able to.
We didn't get to see Amarian.
Will that actually affect the arms race? Okay, so we take the TV money and pay the guy rather than have to hit up our donors, but somebody still wants to pay a guy more money to get him to go to their school rather than another school. So that doesn't solve that problem. So it's a mess, and it's going to stay a mess.
Fran, when
I look at it like this: you deal with the rules that are out there. You deal with the situation. It might be harder for a coach, a program, than another. For example, if you had a billionaire that was going to help you, you have a pretty good team. You don't have to be a very good coach. You're going to have a really good team, and you're going to see that.
Fran, when you've been going into the portal, just trying to, I guess, dissect players, how do you kind of balance between really knowing the real motives and if they're going to be a part of the team culture or if they're going to be able to come here for the right reasons?
You address it directly. A lot of the guys you talk to, they'll say NIL is not a big part of this decision, and most of the time they're telling the truth, but they have an expectation that it's going to be a part of the decision.
Sure.
You try to determine, okay, who's doing this for one reason and one reason only, and that's money, who is hoping to get some money as a result of I picked the right place and I have the perfect fit. Those are the guys we're recruiting.
How do you map out this summer? It's a big summer for you with the summer trip as well in August.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I mean, we've got extra practice days. We've got 4 freshmen coming in. We'll have a guy or 2 out of the portal, and guys stepping into different roles. So I'm excited about having that extra time with them. and then the opportunity to go overseas and bond, and then also play some games.
How do you compete with the other schools that have those larger salary caps in the portal?
You just keep doing business as usual and try to get who you can get. If somebody's going to outspend you, they're going to outspend you.